Television. I'm your host, as always, Big DA. A pleasure to have you once again. And tonight, for our return, a very special episode for all you fans watching at home. You may remember back on January 5th, a little year-end award show closing out 2012 in a big way. All the fans voted, the entire IZW world made their opinions known, and we announced a slew of winners. And, well, one of those winners was not the Bronze Bull, Aaron Neal, but we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But the Match of the Year winner for 2012, the Impact Chamber from Evolution. Remember what an epic battle that was. Impact Elite taking on Team Johnny Z. Man, just watching Johnny Z leaving that ambulance, all the memories that stirs up just thinking about it. The fans voted, and that was our 2012 Match of the Year. So, in true IZW style, we wanted to give it to the fans one more time. So tonight, we are showing you from our year-end award show, we're going to show you Impact Chamber 2, Impact Elite taking on Team Johnny Z, and a little different starting out than what we saw in our last Impact Chamber back in Evolution. The Bronze Bull had a lot to prove. He wanted to go out there, be the first entrant in this matchup, and show that he could just try to run roughshod through all of Team Johnny Z. And very interestingly enough, the #1 entrant for Team Johnny Z, well, hey, you know him, you love him, the owner, the founder, the natural-born leader, Johnny Z, the #1 entrant. Think about this, fans. You want to talk about Johnny Z saying, look, I am not afraid of this. After leaving the Impact Chamber back in Evolution inside an ambulance, questioning whether he'd even be able to compete in IZW once again. When we do it again for the year-end awards, Johnny Z says, I'm going to be #1. I'm going to go out there and show the Bronze Bull, show Madam Commissioner Queen Erica that you're not inside my hand. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of that cage. Just like he showed at Halloween Hangover when he took on the Bronze Bull inside that cage, willing to do it once again in the Impact Chamber to show that he is the man here. He's the boss. What more can you say? He is the boss. And you see on the outside, Madam Commissioner Queen Erica, #1 Sean McHale. Quite the busy little season for Impact Elite right now as we head towards the Golden Wedding. February 16th, Violent Valentine, live here in the Impact Arena, live around the world on GFL.TV, our next big iPay-per-view. You don't want to miss it. VIP tickets are on sale now, so make sure you get them. You want to be a part of this event because, hey, as I said, it's the event of the season, the Golden Wedding. The Bronze Bull, Aaron Neal, is going to finally tie the knots with what he says is the luckiest woman in the world, the Golden Goddess Venus. After this whole thing with her aunt dying, poor Venus. Her aunt dies, and she goes through this big emotional roller coaster. The person that's there to help her out, the person there holding her hand, the Brass Bull Bobby Starr. But then when the Bronze Bull finds out about this inheritance that she's in line to have, boy, did he start singing a different tune. It was all about the Golden Goddess, demanding that Madam Commissioner Erica be nicer to the Golden Goddess, to show that, you know, Impact Elite, they loved her. They all wanted her around. She was beautiful, not as beautiful as Erica, she'll remind you, but just such a different tune lately. It all goes back to that one little moment where the Bronze Bull found out this secret. And I don't even think that the Golden Goddess knows that the Bronze Bull knows about it. Bobby Starr knows. He was there. Bobby Starr was the one holding her hand. Bobby Starr was the one that was going to propose to the Golden Goddess. But the Bronze Bull jumped in, swooped in, however you want to say it, and really, I believe, stole the Golden Goddess out from underneath Bobby Starr, but that's just my opinion, you know. I'm sure if you ask the Bronze Bull, he'd tell you a much different opinion. But fans, we are going to show you just half this match. This match is so big, We're only going to show you half here tonight. The other half, you're going to stick around for next week. When we come back, more of our 2012 Match of the Year, the Impact Chamber. Stick around. You don't want to miss it.
Chocolates? Too sweet. Candy hearts? Too cheesy. Romantic dinner? Too expensive. Want the perfect gift to melt her heart? Get her VIP seats at IZW's Violent Valentine. For just $12, you can cuddle up to your sweetheart and catch all the action from your ringside seats. You'll also get a 5 p.m. meet and greet with the Brass Bowl Bobby Star and the Bronze Bowl Aaron Neal. When you upgrade to the $20 VIP, you get all that and the one-night-only Violent Valentine t-shirt. One lucky VIP will get to spend the day with their favorite IZW superstar. February 16th, come feel the love as Best Western presents IZW's Violent Valentine. Call 580-699-7-IZW and get your VIP seats now.
Low mileage?
No bull.
Low monthly payment?
No bull.
No pushy cell phone?
No bull.
And the best selection of chariots?
No bull. Connor Auto Group. Great people, great prices, no bull.
Because we got this! That's my chariot!
Do you have a product, service, or website you want to be seen by millions? Advertise with IZW. IZW on Comcast is broadcasted to 24 million homes in markets like Philadelphia, New Jersey, Chicago, San Francisco, Washington, New England, Houston, and more. IZW on GFL.TV is broadcasted live and on demand worldwide. Get people talking about, tweeting about, and using your product now. Call 580-699-7IZW or email us at ads@izwrestling.com today to team up with the fastest growing wrestling company in the world. Make an impact with your business. Advertise with IZW. Impacting Tattoo Studio, 1008 South 11th in Lawton. With the finest artists in Texoma, Impacting can handle any highly detailed custom or freehand artistry. Body modification also available. Dermals, corsets, even exotic piercings. Open daily, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call 699-7530 and make an appointment. Walk-ins are always welcome. Impacting Tattoo Studio, 1008 South 11th in Lawton. Are you tired of the same old birthday party? Well, now's your chance to party with your favorite IZW superstar. See yourself on the big screen while you experience your own personalized entrance. Customized cake and bounce house available. Hop into the ring and go crazy. And then take the memories home on DVD and Blu-ray. Call 580-699-7IZW and party like an IZW superstar. Saturday, February 16th, you are cordially invited to a joyous occasion when Best Western presents IZW's Violent Valentine. You'll witness true love at the golden wedding of the Bronze Bull Aaron Neal and the Golden Goddess Venus. But it won't be all tender loving care. It will be tables, ladders, and chairs. When Impact Division Champion Jermaine Johnson defends his title against Damian Morton. Then finally, Double D's heart will be tested as he puts his IZW Championship on the line against The Convict. All this and more, February 16th at the Impact Arena and live on GFL.TV as Best Western presents IZW's Violent Valentine.
There are so many things going on here at IZW, fans. I don't know if I'm going to have time to talk about them all here tonight. That's why you got to go to our website, izwrestling.com, or you got to follow along on Twitter at IZW World. Be a part of the conversation. Know what's going on. Get up to date. Because I know if you were watching the Facebook page this past week, facebook.com/Impact Zone Wrestling or facebook.com/IZW World, not only were there some very interesting polls going on talking about a little tag team action, because I'll talk about that in just a moment. Huge shakeup in the tag team division last week here in the Impact Arena back on January 19th, but huge announcement this week in its own right. 5 members of the IZW roster up for TNA Gut Check. You can go to our Facebook page right now, check on the link, go and vote for your favorite IZW superstar. Let the world know what you see each and every week on GFL.TV or live here in the Impact Arena. Let the world know the caliber of superstar that we have, because he's talking about IZW being such a like a best-kept secret. Well, not anymore, because the secret's getting out there. 24 million homes on the Comcast network, all over the world on GFL.TV, packing the Impact Arena here each and every Saturday night. You gotta be a part of this. You gotta be a part of the IZW world. So get down to the Impact Arena, follow the Facebook, follow the Twitter, and go vote for your favorite IZW superstar. See how I wrap it up in a nice little bow? Okay, fans, like I was saying before, huge shakeup in the tag team division. Man, last Saturday night, I don't even know where to begin with this. We saw here in the Impact Arena, January 19th, we knew that Team Remix, the #1 contenders for the tag team titles, were gonna get their shot. We knew it, we talked about it for a couple weeks, we knew it was going down, and the winner moved on to Violent Valentine, and they were gonna face big business for the tag team titles. Well, I don't know what happened. I don't want to sit here and speculate what happened. I don't want to get rumors going. I don't want to put validation to some of the things I've heard around the locker room. But for whatever reason, Randy Price walked to the ring alone. Brian Cruz was not in the Impact Arena. I'm sure he had some kind of good reason. Maybe he was sick. There's a lot of flu going around this time of season. Maybe he was sick. He could have had car trouble. I don't know. But Brian Cruz was not here. Randy Price, the old school way, came out and faced Team Remix. We got face to face with him. Now, follow me on this. Face to face with him and said, look, man to man, my partner is not here. I want to grant you this rematch, but we can't have a tag team match if my partner isn't in the building. So next week we'll get together, and we will give the fans what they want to see, the old school suckers taking on Team Remix for the IZW Tag Team Championship. Well, apparently Team Remix not happy with having to wait one more week because I don't want to say they attacked, because they jumped Randy Price from behind. Randy Price was trying to leave the ring. They jumped Randy Price from behind. Randy Price, the bell rings, and now Randy Price finds himself in a 2-on-1 handicap match against Team Remix. And he fought valiantly, just like you see Johnny Z right now. Perfect right here. Johnny Z right now in a 2-on-1 handicap here in the Impact Chamber. We're showing you an Impact Classic here tonight. Well, Randy Price found himself in that same situation against Team Remix. And no matter how hard he fought, it didn't matter because Team Remix had a numbers advantage, and they came out on top, and they're now the brand new IZW Tag Team Champions. But I hope that maybe this week we'll get some kind of answers as to where was Brian Cruz? I don't know. There's a lot of scuttlebutt going on. People are talking. People will do that in situations like this, and hopefully this week, straight from the horse's mouth, we'll hear from Brian Cruz. We'll hear from Randy Price. We'll find out exactly what's going on. I'm fairly sure we're going to hear from Team Remix. As soon as they won the tag team titles, they were blowing up the Twitter. You follow along, you saw them blowing up the Twitter page, posting pictures of themselves holding the new titles, so proud of what they've done, even though the means they did it were absolutely horrible. The fans, we'll talk more about that in just a second. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with more of the Impact Chamber, so stick around.
Saturday, February 16th, you are cordially invited to a joyous occasion when Best Western presents IZW's Violent Valentine. You'll witness true love at the golden wedding of the Bronze Bull Aaron Neal and the Golden Goddess Venus. But it won't be all tender loving care. It will be tables, ladders, and chairs. When Impact Division Champion Jermaine Johnson defends his title against Damian Morton. Then finally, Double D's heart will be tested as he puts his IZW Championship on the line against The Convict. All this and more, February 16th at the Impact Arena and live on GFL.TV as Best Western presents IZW's Violent Valentine. Do you have a product, service, or website you want to be seen by millions? Advertise with IZW. IZW on Comcast is broadcasted to 24 million homes in markets like Philadelphia, New Jersey, Chicago, San Francisco, Washington, New England, Houston, and more. IZW on GFL.TV is broadcasted live and on demand worldwide. Get people talking about, tweeting about, and using your product now. Call 580-699-7IZW or email us at ads@izwrestling.com today to team up with the fastest growing wrestling company in the world. Make an impact with your business. Advertise with IZW.
Bell, they're in a dangerous spot.
No, it's no good for anybody.
Oh! Face first!
Oh, no.
Yes, two from the top of the cage. Oh! Jermaine Johnson has done it! Look at him hang upside. Angel Bull wrestles with a heel right to the temple. Venus Hippie from the Golden Goddess. Venus picking up the victory.
Come on, Jimmy Dillon.
Up the slam, a cover, but no referee.
Snap.
IZW is changing the wrestling world and taking over the World Wide Web. Like us on Facebook for exclusive photos, superstar interviews, and fan polls. Follow us on Twitter and keep up with your favorite IZW superstars. And go to izwrestling.com for exclusive articles, the latest news, and results. Click Media to keep up with all the episodes of Impact Television and After the Impact. Click on IZW Shop to order superstar t-shirts and IZW DVDs, Blu-rays, and combo packs. Get the full Impact Zone wrestling experience and be part of the IZW world. Chocolate's too sweet. Candy hearts too cheesy. Romantic dinner too expensive. Want the perfect gift to melt her heart? Get her VIP seats at IZW's Violent Valentine. For just $12, you can cuddle up to your sweetheart and catch all the action from your ringside seats. You'll also get a 5 p.m. meet and greet with the Brass Bowl Bobby Star and the Bronze Bowl Aaron Neal. When you upgrade to the $20 VIP, you get all that and the one-night-only Violent Valentine t-shirt. One lucky VIP will get to spend the day with their favorite IZW superstar. February 16th, come feel the love as Best Wrestler presents IZW's Violent Valentine. Call 580-699-7IZW and get your VIP seats now.
Make sure, fans, you get those tickets bought. Do not miss Violent Valentine. Get your VIP tickets. Be here sitting ringside. You want to see all this action because we got some big matches for Violent Valentine. One of them involving the man you see in the ring right now, Jermaine Johnson, made his way to the Impact Chamber, came in, started cleaning house. The Impact Division champion, the Triple Crown winner, leader of the hype section, Jermaine Johnson. He is going to face a very sick and twisted Damian Morte at Violent Valentine, February 16th. And man, leading up to this match, the back and forth between these two has been almost unbelievable. The comments from Damian Morte, having the gall to say someone like Jermaine Johnson isn't Impact. Let's think back at some of the moments that Jermaine Johnson has had, not only inside the Impact Chamber, but inside TLC matches. That man made TLC matches famous in IZW. He has only lost one time. And the one time he lost a TLC match, it was to Double D, who, I mean, I ain't got to tell you what a year Double D had. Man, the role he went on towards the end of 2012, becoming the IZW champion, winning the Monsters Bash with #1 entrant. And man, Double D had a heck of a year. You can't fault Jermaine Johnson. You can't fault Jermaine Johnson for losing one TLC match when your opponents are Double D and the man you see in the ring with him right now, 6-time IZW champion, the Bronze Bull Aaron Neal. TLC is Jermaine Johnson's baby. And I've always said, when the lights are the brightest, that's when Jermaine Johnson reaches down and grabs his second gear and just shifts it into a whole new level. And he's going to have to do that at Violent Valentine, February 16th, because Damian Morte is certainly not happy with the way things have unfolded with that Impact Division Championship. Damian Morte came out here and told us all that he never got his rightful shot at the Impact Division title. Hey, I got news for you. Maybe you don't remember, but Impact X at Out of Christmas, that was your idea. You're the one that invited everyone to be in the matchup. You're the one that put 4 other men against you in that match. And then, you know what? You didn't come out on top. Jermaine Johnson was the better man then. So you got to wonder if Jermaine Johnson won your match and won the Impact Division title, and Jermaine Johnson has won all these Impact Rules matches defending that title, you gotta wonder if he did all that against you, and he's not Impact. Well, Damian Morte, what does that say about you? Let him think about that. I'm sure he's watching right now. He can let that fester a little bit, and he can talk more about it tomorrow night. Because fans, Saturday night here in the Impact Arena, Damian Morte, huge test because he's taking on the IZW champion, Double D. That's going to be a big matchup, and we got a lot more matches to talk about for Saturday night here in the Impact Arena, but we'll do that when we come back from this break.
Chocolate hearts? Too sweet. Candy hearts? Too cheesy. Romantic dinner? Too expensive. Want the perfect gift to melt her heart? Get her VIP seats at IZW's Violent Valentine. For just $12, you can cuddle up to your sweetheart and catch all the action from your ringside seats. You'll also get a 5 p.m. meet and greet with the Brass Bowl Bobby Star and the Bronze Bowl Aaron Neal. When you upgrade to the $20 VIP, you get all that and the one-night-only Violent Valentine t-shirt. One lucky VIP will get to spend the day with their favorite IZW superstar. February 16th, come feel the love as Best Western presents IZW's Violent Valentine. Call 580-6997-IZW and get your VIP seats now.
Are you tired of the same old birthday party? Well, now's your chance to party with your favorite IZW superstar. See yourself on the big screen while you experience your own personalized entrance. Customized cake and bounce house available. Hop into the ring and go crazy. And then take the memories home on DVD and Blu-ray. Call 580-699-7IZW and party like an IZW superstar. Impacting Tattoo Studio, 1008 South 11th in Lawton. With the finest artists in Texoma, Impacting can handle any highly detailed custom or freehand artistry. Body modification also available. Dermals, corsets, even exotic piercings. Open daily, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call 699-7530 and make an appointment. Walk-ins are always welcome. Impacting Tattoo Studio, 1008 South 11th in Lawton.
The Bronze Bull is at Connor Auto Group. Direct me towards your chariots.
We don't have chariots, but we do have the finest selection of pre-owned vehicles.
No chariots? What kind of people are you? What kind of coin?
We
Got the greatest people and the greatest prices in the world, Bronze Bull. The world.
Connor Auto Group, 52nd and Cash Road. Great people, great prices, no bull.
Do you have a product, service, or website you want to be seen by millions? Advertise with IZW. IZW on Comcast is broadcasted to 24 million homes in markets like Philadelphia, New Jersey, Chicago, San Francisco, Washington, New England, Houston, and more. IZW on GFL.TV is broadcasted live and on demand worldwide. Get people talking about, tweeting about, and using your product now. Call 580-699-7IZW or email us at ads@izwrestling.com today to team up with the fastest growing wrestling company in the world. Make an impact with your business. Advertise with IZW. Saturday, February 16th, you are cordially invited to a joyous occasion when Best Western presents IZW's Violent Valentine. You'll witness true love at the golden wedding of the Bronze Bull Aaron Neal and the Golden Goddess Venus. But it won't be all tender loving care. It will be tables, ladders, and chairs. When Impact Division Champion Jermaine Johnson defends his title against Damian Morton. Then finally, Double D's heart will be tested as he puts his IZW Championship on the line against the Convict. All this and more, February 16th at the Impact Arena and live on GFL.TV as Best Western presents IZW's Violent Valentine.
Talking a few moments ago, fans, about some of the big matches that are going to be happening January 26th here in the Impact Arena this Saturday night. Well, hey, we talked about Double D. We talked about facing Damian Morte. That is going to be a big matchup for Double D because after last week losing with a little help from his opponent at Violent Valentine, the Convict, losing to IZW newcomer Mr. Nasty. Hey, with help or not, what an impressive win that was for Mr. Nasty in a non-title match against our IZW champion. But Double D's got a rebound. At the same, I'll talk about Jermaine Johnson too. Just same thing to be said for him. They have to rebound after their losses last Saturday night. Because man, Jermaine Johnson went out there against Chad Thomas, a man you know is vying for that Impact Division title. A man who has his sights set on it, and now he holds a non-title victory over Jermaine Johnson. So you got to think after Violent Valentine for TLC, he's going to be right there throwing his hat in the ring to face the winner of Damian Morte and Jermaine Johnson. But both these individuals, Jermaine Johnson and Double D, are 2012 Superstar of the Year, the 2012 Most Popular of the Year. Respectfully, you know, they got to get things turned around because we're just 3 weeks away from Violent Valentine. Double D is going to be taking on the Convict. Probably the biggest test he has had to face as the IZW champion. This man has been almost unstoppable. He run roughshod through the Impact Division. He defeated Jermaine Johnson to become Impact Division champion. And if it wasn't for Impact X, he may be the champion now because, let's face it, fans, it wasn't a match designed for a man of his size. He had a hard time scaling up. He had 4 men trying to pull him off the cables. It just wasn't built for him. So lucking out for Jermaine Johnson and everybody else in the Impact division. He loses that title, but then sets his sights on Double D and the IZW Championship and has done everything he can to make sure that every time Double D looks around his back, looks around the corner, the Convict is right there to meet him. And Double D has done everything and thrown the kicks, the strikes, everything he's got in his arsenal trying to fight this Convict off. And you brush him off for just a second, but then he's right back up. What is it going to take to stop this man? We saw Double D after this matchup at the Year End Awards. Double D actually scaled the cage, leaped off into a crossbody, took the Convict off his feet, which was so impressive to see. But then the Convict got right back up. The Convict is going to be a hard man to stop, and he has his sights set on Double D and the IZW Championship. And we're going to find out at Violent Valentine, February 16th, if Double D can withstand the onslaught from this man. But we talked about this Saturday night here in the Impact Arena. We know Double D is going to be facing a tough opponent, Damian Morte, the challenger for Jermaine Johnson's Impact Division title at Violent Valentine, February 16th. Well, fans, Jermaine Johnson, I didn't tell you about it a minute ago. It's a big matchup in its own right. A little renewing of the rivalry from the past for these two men. Jermaine Johnson, the Impact Division champion, taking on the Bronze Bull, Aaron Neal, the 6-time IZW champion. One-on-one, fans. You don't want to miss that. January 26th, live here in the Impact Arena, live around the world on GFL.TV. What a great rivalry those two men had. We get to watch them do it one more time this Saturday night. So make sure you check it out. And a couple other little things that I know are going to happen. I'm not really, I guess I really should tell you because I'm sure there's at least 4 or 5 people out there watching that are interested in this. And now after last week, apparently the NBC network is certainly interested in this. The Lights Out Lounge with a very special guest, the Golden Trinity. Maybe we're going to get some of those exclusive wedding details about what's going to happen when Jordan Jacobs sets down the Lights Out Lounge with the Golden Trinity. You know, I know Sean McHale's been talking a lot about the planning for this wedding and what he's got in mind. He's got some wild ideas, and the fans that follow us along at IZW World on Twitter and follow all our superstars actually saw the shoes that the Golden Goddess wanted to purchase for this event. And I do believe Wesley Bradfield, correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't they about $1,700 for a pair of shoes? And that's what she wants to wear. So the Bronze Bull, it certainly would behoove him to get to that pay window this Saturday night, beat Jermaine Johnson, get that winner's pay, because, man, he is going to rack up quite the debt paying for this big event at Violent Valentine, February 16th. And the great thing is, we're all invited. All you got to do is check it out on GFL.TV, buy your ticket, be here in the Impact Arena, and you get to be a part of the wedding of the season. It's going to be huge. And so many other great matches, like this great match we're seeing right now from the Year End Award Show. Fans, I told you to start the show. It was so big, we had to break it down to 2 parts. Right now, you see one half of the former tag team champions, Brian Cruz, coming in and cleaning house. Maybe in the Impact Arena tomorrow night, maybe Brian Cruz is going to be able to answer some questions about what happened, why he wasn't here to help out his tag team partner, defend those tag team champions against Team Remix. Maybe we'll find out about tomorrow night. We know we're going to see Jermaine Johnson and the Bronze Bull, Aaron Neal. We know we're going to see Double D take on Damian Morte. What else are we going to see, fans? Check it out, January 26th here in the Impact Arena Saturday night. We'll see you there.